Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ace here, back with another props video. Let's go ahead, go through the recap real quick. Yesterday it was super light day, so I think it was only 4 props yesterday, so should be a quick recap. First prop we had was Ranger Suarez over 4.5 strikeouts for half a unit, and this was probably the most sweat-free cash that we've had all year. He literally struck out all three of his batters. All first three batters that he faced in the first inning, he struck out all three of them. And then in the second inning, he struck out his next two batters as well. So literally all five of his first batters, he struck out, and that cashed the prop. So because we only needed 5 strikeouts, and he struck out all five of his first batters. So that was like really good start. It was super free. That was the freest prop of the season probably. So that was crazy. And then the next one that we had was Framber Valdez under 6.5 Ks, man. And Jesus Christ, that was a crazy whatever the fuck is called. But anyway, um we keep getting screwed on these 1 unit under strikeouts, man, because this is like the third time this week that we take a under strikeouts prop and it chalks due to a pitcher striking out his last batter of the game, man. I believe that happened with Gavin Williams. I think he struck out like two in his last inning or something, and then it happened with Garrett Cole where he struck out his last batter, man. Well, go ahead, look at this. So Valdez had like 5 strikeouts through like 80 pitches or whatever, 75, 80 pitches. Gets a K here, and then he strikes out this guy Lofton for his last at bat, bro. This is literally his last at bat in the whole game. Gets his seventh K, and then the next inning they pull him, bro. So super unfortunate. That's like the third time this week that our under strikeouts like hooks just from the last at bat. So super frustrating there, but like can't control that. It is what it is, but it just sucks. But it happens. But yeah, I'd rather lose on like light days than lose on super big days. But it's just super unfortunate that that has happened like 3 times this week. But peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys. We've won like so many days in our last 2 weeks that it's bound to happen, I guess. So I'd rather have it be on a light day, like I said, than like a big old day than where we put a lot of units and then chalk. So Ellie hit against Colin Ray. He went, I believe, like he had 2 hits in the game, so that cashed very easily. And then Gurriel hit was our last prop of the day. This one chalked. So the whole write up was based on him facing Kershaw, right? So the whole write up was based on him facing Kershaw, how good he is against lefties and stuff, yada yada. Well, he faces Kershaw one time in the game. I don't know why I keep having voice cracks. He faced Kershaw one time in the game and literally gets 4 pitch walked. So it was like, okay, that's the first at bat. It is what it is. We'll see what he can do the rest of the game. Well, believe it or not, Kershaw gets hurt. Only plays 1 inning and leaves the game. So his only at bat against Kershaw, the whole point of taking the prop was a 4 pitch walk. And then Kershaw gets hurt, and then it's just a bullpen game. So that was super unfortunate. That's one of those chalks where it's like stupid. It just chalks to stupidity because Kershaw gets hurt. I mean, if he gets 2 more at bats, I'm pretty confident he gets a hit on Kershaw. Like that was the whole point of the write up was like how good of a matchup it was with Kershaw. So that sucked, bro. It was just an unfortunate day. We went 2-2, so we only lost probably like a unit or like a unit and a half. But yeah, super unfortunate chalks. Really unfortunate chalks. But it is what it is. We only lost like 1.5 units. Not mad at it. It happens. Just sucks and unfortunate, but that's the name of the game. But anyway, I only have 2 plays for today, so only 2 play. Oh, also I wanted to mention real quick, the leans have been going off. Have been doing very well though the last 2 days. Although we have had some bad luck on the made plays, our leans have been doing very well. We went 6-1 on our leans for August 28th. So we went 6-1 here. We went 6-0 on all the hit props. The only lean that we chalked was Severino over 1.5 walks. So all of these hit props cashed. And then August 29th, I guess I didn't have any plays. That must have been the futures day that I had. And then August 30th, which was yesterday, I only had 4 leans and they went 3-1. And the only one that chucked was Fetty 5+ hits allowed, but one of them that cashed was Taj under 17.5 outs, and it was even odds. So profitable day on the leans 2 days in a row. So that's super cool that those have been hitting in the past 2 days where we've had some pretty shit luck on the main slate to be precise. We've been hitting on the leans, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, on to today's plays. I was gonna say I only have 2 plays for today, so It's another very, very light day. Like if we chalk both of them, we lose 1 unit. Like I'm not tripping over 1 unit. If we win one, lose one, we lose like 0.2 units. If we win, we make like zero point 0.6 units. So it's just a super light day, seeing how it is. I only found two plays that I liked. I looked through the whole board, and then I looked at hits props, and I didn't really like many hits props either. And I'm not gonna force anything. I just put everything that like I like, but I don't really like too much. I just put it in the leans. So don't overthink it. I just have two plays for today, so it's very, very light day. If it chalks, it chalks. It is what it is. But let's get into these props. So the first prop is going to be Tarek Skubal 7+ strikeouts. So my computer is not working, but I have the write-up up on my second monitor. So Skubal 7+ strikeouts. I posted this at -150 on DraftKings. So I have no idea what the odds are now. I can check when my computer works, but I believe he might be still at -150 for 7+ strikeouts. But let's get into the write-up. So he's cashed in his last 8 out of 9 home games. He's averaging 7.4 strikeouts per game this season. So cashed in his last 8 out of 9 home games. He's been cashing very, very well at a very high rate in home games, and just in general, he's averaging 7.4 strikeouts per game this season. So obviously, Tarek Skubal is one of the best strikeout pitchers in the entire league. His hit rate just shows it as well. He's facing the Red Sox, who have struck out at the 10th highest rate versus left-handed pitchers in the last 30 days. So pretty advantageous matchup, not the most advantageous matchup in the world, but pretty advantageous. 10th highest rate versus left-handed pitchers in the last 30 days. It's actually -145 now. You can get it slightly better at than what I posted it for. I think FanDuel had, what's it called? I think FanDuel had worse odds. They had like -170 or yeah. FanDuel has it as at -200. So DraftKings, that's a pretty big discrepancy there. -200 versus -145. So if you do agree with the write up, go ahead and take it on DraftKings. But yeah, like I said, he's facing the Red Sox, who have struck out at the 10th highest rate versus left-handed pitchers in the last 30 days. They're striking out at a 26% rate versus lefties in the last 30. So very, very high strikeout numbers coming from the Boston Red Sox. Skubal himself is a 30.3% strikeout rate pitcher, one of the highest K rates in the entire league. So we already know this, right? Skubal is one of the best pitchers in the league, also one of the best strikeout pitchers in the league. And out of the expected lineup for the Boston Red Sox, 7 of the 9 batters for the Red Sox have an above average strikeout rate versus left-handed pitchers, and then the other 2 batters in the lineup are still decent strikeout percentages against left-handed pitchers. So just overall, it's just a really good matchup for him. He's catched this line a lot. One thing that is like somewhat concerning about this is that his manager like a week and a half ago said that Skubal might be on a pitch limit or whatever, but then he clarified yesterday. He clarified that, or not yesterday, but he clarified that he meant Skubal would get more rest days, not necessarily like when he's in the game he's gonna get pulled early, but like he's just gonna get more rest days. So I guess it could be misinterpreted. That may be a reason why it's so low. But like Skubal, 6.5 strikeouts and like not that much juice on the over. You would think that he would be against a way, way tougher opponent, but it's only against the Red Sox. So I mean, I'm putting half a unit on it. I wanted to put more units, but that this manager kind of scared me. But he did like basically say that that's not what he meant. But still, you know how managers are. So it'd be bullshitting sometimes. So I'm just gonna go half a unit. I'm gonna make it a light day. I'm just gonna go half a unit. But let's get into the next play real quick. It's going to be another strikeout prop, and it's going to be an under this time. So hopefully we don't get hooked on the last at bat like we've been getting hooked on every single under strikeouts prop. But my DraftKings will not load. But I can go ahead and get into the write up right now. It's going to be Shane Baz from the Rays under 4.5 strikeouts for -150 odds. So 2 -150 odds plays on the YouTube video today. So he has gone over this line quite a bit this season, but he has gone under in his last 2 out of 3 games. In those 2 games that he went under, he only had 2 strikeouts against the St. Louis Cardinals and then 4 strikeouts against the Oakland A's. So gone under in his last 2 out of 3 games. He now gets the literal toughest matchup in the entire league. He's facing the Padres. As you can see, they're striking out at the lowest rate versus right-handed pitchers in August. They only have a 15% strikeout rate against righties in August. So literally the toughest matchup in the entire league for right-handed pitchers. So he's gone under in his last 2 out of 3 games. He's gone over quite a bit during the season, but under in his last 2 out of 3 games, and now he's facing the literal worst matchup in the entire league. 7 straight right-handed pitchers have gone under this line against San Diego. Even Taj Bradley yesterday only had 2 strikeouts, and he has a 34.6% strikeout rate at home. So he had a basically 35% strikeout rate at home before going into yesterday's game, and he only had 2 strikeouts on this Padres team. And that strikeout rate is one of the highest in the entire league. So now we're expecting Shane Baz to get 5. Like, doesn't really make sense to me, right? That it's at these playable of odds. As himself is not a great strikeout pitcher. He only has a 19.4% strikeout rate this year. So that's obviously not that good. And he's in the second lowest percentile in chase percentage out of all pitchers. So he does not get batters to chase really ever. Second lowest percentile out of every single pitcher in the league in chase percentage. So Padres should not be chasing that high. He doesn't really force that many chases. Padres also have the 12th lowest O swing percentage in the last 2 weeks. And what O swing percentage is swings at pitches outside of the strike zone. So Shane, he doesn't get batters to swing. He doesn't get batters to chase. I mean, and Padres in general don't really chase at all. So, just a good matchup there. And then it's the hardest matchup in the league to get strikeouts on as a right-handed pitcher. So I'm liking this. It's only minus 150, which kind of surprised me. I would have put 1 unit on this if it wasn't for how like bullshit this week this under strikeouts have been. And I know I hate being that guy that's superstitious. I don't really like to be superstitious at all. But I mean, I'd rather just play it light. Like it's the end of the season's coming down. Like I don't know, something's just weird about how this week has been. So I would usually probably would have gone 1 unit, but I just wanted to make it a light day. Usually when it's like only 2 or 3 props, I like to only keep it light and just not really do too much and just keep it. So going light today. If you guys want every single play that I post, make sure you guys join the WAP. Link of the WAP or the WAP gives you access to my Discord. Discord is where I post all my plays, but you can buy a membership through WAP. The link to the WAP will be in the description of this video. As you read here, you get everything that you need to be a profitable bettor during the month. It's $20 per month, but you can get 50% off your first month. Code FIRST50 when you pay on WAP. You'll get $10 off, which is 50% off your first month. Only $10 for your first month. Take advantage of that offer. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Hopefully we have some more plays tomorrow. Hopefully it's a better board. But you know me, I'm not gonna force anything. So yeah, but hopefully it's a better board. Anyway, catch y'all in the next video. Peace.